So with my students, I'm really interested in them as human beings. When they arrive at university, they're engaging in a brand new venture for them. I really like to work with all of them, and because of my background as academic advisor and working with the Critical Skills program, I'm in a good position to understand all of those circumstances, and so to be able to respond to what I think are the needs that students have when they approach that big, complicated business of developing their intellects. It matters to me that I'm a relevant teacher, and I learn a lot from my students.
Just her demeanor and her personality herself actually contributes a lot to her overall teaching style. She speaks very softly, but I mean, all the words that she says are very powerful.
I try to create situations where students present in the classroom in their own voice, based on their own interpretation, their studying of a subject, and out of that comes an assignment that I hope gives them an opportunity to draw on their own strengths and their own ideas.
She says, I just give you the framework and you use of this framework to elaborate your own ideas, own understandings of these theories.
The way that she probed us, I think, with further questions to steer us in the right direction, or to maybe we were surface level responses, and then she would delve deeper and make us go deeper by asking further questions.
I try to avoid material that is easily available, but more importantly, I try to put students in a position where they're encouraged to draw on their own understanding to develop a project.
I think that's the best way, like, for students to really learn something. We're not just sit there and taking notes. She really encourages students to actively participate in the class discussion, in the material understanding.
It's not a top-down approach to teaching, it's a really inclusive approach in which she encourages people to collaborate together, figure ideas out, get deeper into the subject matter.
Actually, I have a conversation with Professor Vanstone about the high-tech issues. And she thinks the technology is the extension of human bodies.
I am actually a firm believer in incorporating technology into my teaching. In part because students are so technology savvy.
She's done a lot of work with web and multimedia. She was part of spearheading an archive system of the Canadian Writers in Person classes.
I was directing Canadian Writers in Person, the course, and so I decided that I would film writers, the writers who came to read, so that I would have a video copy of the readings. And then the technology developed, and it was possible to think about doing a digital archive. I love teaching, I love classroom teaching, I love the research that comes out of my teaching, and it's enormously gratifying to know that there were students who were in my class who are now working, contributing to society as now good teachers themselves in whatever it is that they're doing.
It's pretty amazing to have such a great supporter of underdog students like myself in an academic setting, whether it's in class or outside of class, because from my own experience, without that kind of encouragement, I never would have graduated.